So, Coach Luke, you're telling us that on the other side of fear, and we're not talking if you're a young listener out there, we're not talking about fear that includes danger. That's a whole different thing. But we're
Right.
talking about fear of being scared of doing something, feeling like, I don't know if I can speak in front of people. I don't know if I can play in front of people. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I could play this instrument. I don't know if I could take this test. Pushing through that fear, what Coach Luke just told you, there is greatness on the other side of
Yeah.
that. There were things that came into his life that God opened up doors because he pushed through that.
Yeah.
Those doors were still there if he would never push through that, but he wasn't able to see them until he pushed through that fear, and then it became obvious. Oh, that's it. But there's something I want to touch on before we get too much into that. You said something. You said you're 6'9". You said you played Division I ball. You said you played professional basketball, and you were scared. You were nervous. How does that work out? You can tell. You can look at me. This is how Coach looks at me, because I know Coach Luke and I've seen him and talked with him many times. This is how he looks at me. How you doing, Aaron? All right. So I don't know where there would be fear. How does someone like you get nervous?
I think that everybody gets nervous, and I think that I don't know where it comes from, but I think that ultimately it's what makes us great. I think it's what makes us better, is that nervousness, that fear, because that's going to get you on your game, and I still get nervous. I was nervous, nervous about this phone call. I get nervous, and I think that that's healthy. I think that nervous is something that, as long as you've prepared for it, as long as you've put the time in and the work in, then nervous is what's gonna ultimately push your instincts into go mode. And if you're nervous because you haven't prepared, then that's a different type of nervous. Then your nerves are justified. You're probably not going to do as well as you could have if you would have prepared. So as long as you've prepared, and as long as you've done your best to prepare and done your best to get ready for whatever it is you're doing, then if you're nervous, cool, that's natural. I'm good with that. I'm okay with being nervous. I'm okay with being scared. I'm okay with admitting that I'm scared. I'm okay with admitting that I get nervous. I'm okay with all of it, because I know at the end of the day I'm going to do it, right? And I'm going to do it, and it may be good. It may not be good. They may like it. They might not like it. But at the end of the day, I did my personal best, and I got over my wall of fear.
You said, oh my goodness, from Coach Luke's own words, nervousness is healthy. Guys, gals, young men, young women, listen to that. Nervousness is healthy. It's telling you to be prepared. It's telling you to go out there and do it. But it's also saying, come on, I dare you. Challenge me. And that nervousness sets in so that you can set your jaw. As one of the gentlemen that's interviewed on this says, I set my jaw. That was Mr. Orrin Woodward. He says, I set my jaw and say, okay, God, if you don't want me to succeed at this, I'm good with that. But I don't think right now is one of those times, and I'm going to push through this. I'm going to push through this and move forward. And that's awesome.